Our next topic is garbage management. Human societies generate large amount of waste. These waste materials include paper, glass, waste from kitchen and many used plastics. For proper management of garbage, we should collect these materials separately so that they can be recycled easily. Many waste material contain valuable material that can be recycled and reused. For example, scrap metals, paper can be reused very easily. This will reduce pressure on our depleting natural resources and it will consume less energy to recycle already used materials. Plastic, metal, paper can be recycled very easily. So various types of wastes generated from our houses are solid waste, liquid waste and gaseous waste. Solid waste include scrap metals, paper. Liquid waste include sewage waste, that is waste from our bathroom, whatever waste we are generating in our bathroom, and gaseous waste include wastes from industries, various gases are released, and waste from our kitchen. By burning LPG, harmful gases are released. Some gases are released that include gaseous waste. So human societies are generating three types of waste materials: solid waste, liquid waste and gaseous waste. We need to separate these wastes so that they can be recycled properly. Solid wastes and liquid wastes can be recycled very easily by following certain steps. So there are two main type of wastes obtained from human societies: waste in solid form and liquid waste which is in the liquid form. Example of solid wastes are plastics, bottles, cans, paper, scrap iron and other trash. And liquid waste include chemicals, oil, wastewater from ponds, industries and even from our washrooms. So these are two main type of wastes: solid wastes and liquid wastes. For proper recycling, we should separate these wastes so that they can be recycled very easily. Now let's study what are the advantages of recycling. Recycling of materials saves energy, it reduces pollution. If we will not recycle these materials, then it will cause pollution in environment. Like the place where we have dumped garbage, it will act as a breeding site for many germs. So many infection may spread from that area where garbage has been dumped. So we should recycle wastes very judiciously so that it will provide many advantages to us. When we recycle materials, then energy requirements are also low as compared to the condition when we produce new substances. So there will be less pollution after recycling materials. The bulk of garbage in town and cities is generated in household activities. These waste produced from every household include kitchen waste, leftover food, vegetable, fruit peels, plastics, polythene, glass metal, torn clothes and sewage. And many of these items are biodegradable. Biodegradable materials are those which can be decomposed by microorganisms such as bacteria. So biodegradable wastes can be used again. Biodegradable wastes are shown here. So many biodegradable wastes are released from our home. If we collect them separately, we can recycle them easily. Now there are many advantages of recycling materials. When we recycle waste materials properly, we can form many new substances. Sorting of waste into biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste will help us to prepare compost from biodegradable waste easily. We can prepare compost from biodegradable waste. Compost can be used, this can be used to produce biogas at community level, and it can also be used to prepare manure that can be used to provide nutrients for plants of a community park. It is shown process. To produce compost, we need to follow some special steps to produce compost. Compost is very useful. Biodegradable waste can also be used to produce biogas at community level. This biogas then can be supplied to homes. So these are some productive uses of recycling of biodegradable waste materials. Then those materials which cannot be recycled easily, we can destroy them properly. One of the important methods to destroy non-biodegradable waste materials is incineration. It is a process of burning a substance at very high temperature, about 1000 degrees Celsius or more than this temperature. It is specially required for hospital waste. This incineration method is specially required for hospital waste. The volume of waste can be reduced by this method. This process is performed in a special furnace. By incineration method, we can destroy harmful substances, we can destroy many microorganisms which may spread further infection as they are produced in hospitals. So this method is mainly required for hospital waste. Another method to destroy waste is landfill. In cities, the garbage is dumped in a low-lying area and it is covered by earth. In every city, there is an area where garbage has been dumped. This method of dumping garbage in low-lying areas and which are further covered by air, it is called landfill method. You must have seen landfill type of mountains near every big city where garbage has been dumped. Liquid waste obtained from our homes is sewage. Disposal of sewage is one of the most important problem of waste disposal. The household waste include feces, human excreta which is carried through underlying pipes called sewage pipes. Sewage is actually a liquid waste which is produced from homes and then it should be transferred to the sewage plants. Untreated sewage is dumped into rivers in many cities in our country. It makes water of river very polluted. Therefore, sewage water should be treated. Before it is disposed into river, it should be treated by sewage treatment plants. Sewage treatment plants also produce biogas and manure. So, in this way, we can properly manage garbage generated from our houses. Many types of waste materials are generated. Imagine a room where no dustbin has been kept. We will throw trash here and there and it will look like very dirty. Room will look like very dirty. Similarly, if in a city garbage is not managed properly, then city will become dirty and unhygienic to live.